Good evening, I'm Samantha Newssby, and you're watching Global Pulse News TV. Tonight, I'm diving into a developing trend that's reshaping the American workforce: the growing impact of artificial intelligence on jobs, especially among young tech professionals. According to Goldman Sachs senior global economist Joseph Briggs, the effects of generative AI are already surfacing in employment data, and it's the tech industry's youngest workers who are feeling the heat. Since the explosive debut of OpenAI's ChatGPT back in November 2022, I've watched AI evolve from novelty to necessity. From startups to tech giants, companies are adopting generative AI to automate routine tasks, and in some cases, even replace entry-level software engineers. For 2 decades, the tech sector steadily grew its share of U.S. employment. But in the last 3 years, that growth has slowed dramatically. Briggs says hiring in tech has not only cooled off, it's actually fallen below historical trends. Tech leaders aren't hiding it either. Executives from Alphabet and Microsoft admit AI is now generating up to 30% of code on some projects. And Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff recently revealed that half the company's internal work is handled by AI. That's not just productivity, it's a workforce transformation. And the numbers tell the story. Unemployment among tech workers aged 20 to 30 has spiked by 3 percentage points just this year, a far steeper rise than in the broader sector or among young professionals in general. Briggs calls it the first concrete evidence of AI-driven job displacement. He co-authored a report titled "Quantifying the Risks of AI-Related Job Displacement," which uses labor data to analyze these changes. George Lee, former tech banker and current co-head of the Goldman Sachs Global Institute, echoed the concern. On a recent podcast, he described today's young workers as casualties of corporate strategies to streamline operations and maximize flexibility through AI, often at the cost of entry-level roles. Briggs estimates that, in a baseline scenario, up to 7% of all U.S. jobs could be lost to AI automation. But that figure could soar if companies adopt AI more aggressively, especially during economic downturns where cost-cutting becomes a priority. And here's the big what if: the arrival of artificial general intelligence, machines with human-like reasoning and adaptability. Goldman Sachs hasn't factored that possibility into their analysis yet, but Briggs warns it could lead to even more sweeping labor disruptions. So what does all this mean? While AI is poised to boost productivity and profits, it's also redefining the future of work, starting with the youngest tech professionals. The question now is, how fast will companies move, and how prepared are we for the shift? Stay with me as I continue tracking this evolving story. For Global Pulse News TV, I'm Samantha Newssby. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the future of work, technology, and beyond.